Entering settings screen, you have 28 options. Menu narration option is set to off is selected.
From one of the loudest venues in the National Football League, you get a look there at GEHA Field at Arrowhead Stadium here in Kansas City. Today it's week 3, and we've got a good one in store, as it'll be the Condors of San Diego taking on the defending Super Bowl champions, the Kansas City Chiefs. As of this morning, summer officially over. It's time for autumn football, and we're underway on EA Sports. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. Mahomes not wasting time. He'll throw. And incomplete to open things up. When you look at this defense, they were terrific a week ago in that victory over Tampa Bay, Charles.
And what I saw on film was nearly an unstoppable pass rush. They had 5 sacks last week, plenty of hurries. So now do you just max protect on offense, keep everyone in and run, 1 or 2 receiver routes to make sure your quarterback stays up? We'll soon find out.
Looking to throw is Mahomes. Open man, he's got his tight end, Elijah Arroyo. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. The first drive here and the first time that we've called the big tight end's name, but I can assure you this, Charles, it won't be the last.
No, it won't, because when he gets going, now it opens up opportunities on the perimeter because that'll draw the defense towards him in the middle of the field. Now your wide receivers will get involved as this game goes on.
But just play number 3 here on the opening drive, and it's an early 3rd and 1. To throw, it's Mahomes. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up. So on 4th down, Austin McNamara comes on to punt. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. A 41-yard punt there with no return. And they will take over 1st and 10. Looking to put a drive together. They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And he'll be tackled at about the 35. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll bring up a 2nd and just about a few inches here. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. And what they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
Yeah, it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a 1st.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
Brandon, watching their tape from last week, I saw plenty of plays like we just saw there, forcing incompletions. It was key in their win last week. They're hoping the same thing happens this time out, too.
Up the middle they go. Gilmore. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42.
And that was a really nice run there to bring up 3rd and short. After the incompletion on 1st down, it's awfully nice to have a running back that you can hand it to and put you back in a good situation.
A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3. Back to throw. Cody. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. That's good for a 1st down, his 2nd catch of the opening drive.
We often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds him for the 1st down.
On 1st down, Gilmore. And he'll take it into the end zone for a touchdown. A great effort there with his 9th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Condors are on the board first here on the road in Kansas City. Out comes the kicking team here for the extra point. He hasn't missed an extra point all season, and he won't miss this one either. And it's 7-0.
Chiefs, nothing.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this return going to come to a quick end as he is belted at the end of that one.
29-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And the first drive, 3 and out. Second possession, see if they can get a little momentum.
And oftentimes that first drive is just a feeling out process. You have some plays that you've got called and you want to see how...
He's got it at the 15. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. A big play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Chiefs are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. And oh, he missed it. No good. And they'll remain down by a point.
Harrison Butker to kick off for Kansas City.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And they're going to have good starting field position. He's out of bounds, but not before he's across the 35. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Throwing middle, and it's complete. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. Already, he's top 50 receiving yards in this first quarter. And he's got a first down. Now a give right side. Gilmore. They juked him. Oh, breaks a tackle, and he's got an alley. Still on his feet. And he will take this one in for a touchdown. A great play there with his second touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Condors are able to stretch out their lead. Boy, Charles, this offense is just so explosive. They lead the league in scoring, and another example of just how good they are right there on that play.
Yeah, we often overstate about how explosive teams are, but this team is truly a threat to score on every snap, especially on the first few plays of any series. And a big streak like that only adds to their reputation as the league's best offense.
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is up to 8. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And able to get this out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive.
Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last time that
Looking right side, and it's intercepted. Derek Stingley picks it. And a terrific return there. They're finally able to corral it down near the 11-yard line.
Partner, I think this will want to ride very simply because he overestimated his arm strength and his ability to fit it anywhere he wants to. A lot of quarterbacks do that and often pay the price.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Now a handoff up the middle. Gilmore. And he'll find his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Some teams like to start aggressive to begin a drive, but this is still what you expect to see in normal situations. Just call a simple run, get a few yards to begin the series, and set yourself up for something bigger on 2nd down.
Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And they get him down at the 1. He had the broken tackle, but ultimately could not get into the end zone. That'll go for a gain of 7. And that's going to make it 3rd down and less than a yard. Now the first carry here for the running back. Trying to barrel up in there, but I don't think he got it. They'll be marked inches short. No gain on the play, and that's going to lead them to 4th down. Looking to throw. Cody. And he will take this one in for a touchdown. A great effort there. His first touchdown of the new season. And the Condors take a chance, but they find pay dirt on 4th and goal. Uh-oh, flag comes out here. This is going to be roughing the kicker.
When you're going back there on the kick block, you've got to go to the right point. That didn't happen. Ran into the kicker. The penalty flag had to come out.
And they'll accept that penalty. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20.
19-yard line.
Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he'll be out right at the 35. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Chiefs first down. And after his performance last week, everybody saw it. Unbelievable. You can expect a heavy dose of him again, I think.
Without a doubt. I mean, why wouldn't you? Because once you establish yourself that way, it's not just him, okay? It's his offensive line. It's the tight end. It's your wide receivers. Everyone now sharing in the load and sharing in the belief that they do their job, they'll see another performance just like they saw the week before.
We are in for a good one as we're through one on EA Sports. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Yellow.
They'll keep it on the ground. Chambers. And strong running there as he's across midfield and down to the 49. 16 more on that one and another first down.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Now here's Mahomes. And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42. Will Anderson able to record his 5th sack of the season. Well, last game he had 2 sacks. Got another one here picked up right where he left off.
Brandon, he spent the entire offseason working on new moves, new techniques, trying to add to his arsenal of pass rush moves. Certainly paying dividends in what we've seen so far.
After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Under pressure, and they got to him again. After the sack, things get a little tougher here. 3rd and long for Mahomes and the Chiefs.
3rd down.
Now Patrick going to change the play. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's going to air this out for Baldwin. It's caught inside the 25. A big play there for KC. 44 yards.
And that might be exactly what they needed to wake up this home crowd. They haven't given them much to cheer for so far, and never underestimate the effect the home crowd with you can have on a game.
So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Here's Mahomes to throw. Now they go screen. It's complete. They'll get 4 there out of the screen, and it's 2nd down.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
Second down and 6 now.
Yellow. Hey, 43, 42.
Richardson. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Call it a gain of a yard, and it's going to bring up 3rd and 5.
brings up
The completion on first didn't get much, and now the run on second doesn't get a whole lot either.
Well, if you're a good play caller, you've already looked ahead and anticipated this type of situation. Already down in his play sheet, trying to dial up a big third down play.
Yellow.
Mahomes going to throw. Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. That bumps us up to a 3-possession game here, and only in the second quarter, Charles. They're trying to put this game out of reach before we even hit the locker rooms for intermission.
What's even tougher is making up 3 possessions against a defense that can make impact plays like this. They don't have this game wrapped up quite yet, but 2 picks already, 1 to the house. I think it's fair to say they're headed in the right direction.
Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead opens up now to 22 points.
Chiefs 6.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it to 26. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you're looking at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. They'll run on first down. It's Chambers. And a good run here as he'll rumble all the way down to the 40-yard line. 44 yards rushing for him now on just his first 3 carries.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Yellow. I got it.
They run with Richardson. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
They've created a nice sustained drive off of plays like that. A nice strong run there. It keeps them advancing the ball.
From the 35, back to work on 2nd and 4.
Attack! Right side.
They go play fake. Mahomes. Then he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived. And I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
I don't need to.
From the gun on 3rd down, Mahomes. And that's going to be incomplete.
Well, they have that one snipped out defensively. That's a tough one to connect on when you've got multiple defenders in the area and it winds up incomplete.
Facing this big first-half deficit, they keep the field goal unit on the sideline. They're going for it. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense, as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And they're going to at least line up to go for it here on 4th down. Working from the gun, Mahomes. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. And the drive stays in motion with a nice 8-yard pickup on 4th.
1st and 10 at the 27-yard line.
So the drive stays alive after the 4th down conversion. 1st and 10 inside the 30. Got a man over the middle, Worthy. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. And Xavier Worthy, 27 yards. And the Chiefs get a late score here, the final minute of the first half. This time, the extra point up and good. And that will cut the lead down to 15.
Chiefs 13. Harrison Butker to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And great field position coming up as he gets this just shy of the 45, out of bounds at the 44.
Now that's the kind of return you're looking for. To get it to that spot on the field, that allows you to do a lot of things on offense.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Throwing to start the drive. Cody. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's good play. A good pickup there on first as the screen pass gets a lead. 2nd and a couple.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2.
Back to throw. Cody. And a quick throw here. That's complete. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Looking to throw. Cody. And that will be incomplete with a clock down now to 13 seconds.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. 2nd and 10. Back to throw again. And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Again, he'll drop to throw. And this is caught inside the 5. And he gets into the end zone for the touchdown. A great play there in the final seconds of the first half. And the Condors are able to widen their lead here in this first half.
The kicker on for the
No going for 2. They'll kick the point after. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead opens up now to 22 points.
Chiefs 13.
So with 3 seconds remaining in the half, they will line up to kick this one away. Oh, a good return up past the 30. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Harrison Butker to kick off.
Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And he is out of bounds as they'll start up past the 30.
First down and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They'll start on the ground here on first down. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 98 yards for him on the ground now, as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
First down, San Diego.
Right back to him on first down. And he'll take it across the 50 and into Chief territory. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2.
It's a gain of 8.
Yeah, another good run there. He's been such a big part of their success here this afternoon. And that last carry, it puts him over 100 yards now for the day.
From just across the midfield stripe, here's 2nd and 2. They'll keep it on the ground. Gilmore. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
But we always talk about good down and distance, allowing offenses to expand their playbook. Well, 2nd and 2, that means your playbook's wide open. You can run just about anything. But a lot of times, the play caller, he just looks down at his sheet, sees the short yardage runs, and goes to one of those.
On first down, Gilmore. A good space to operate there as he takes this down inside the 35-yard line. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second-half blowout material. Up the middle they go. Overstreet. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage.
No gain on the play.
Brandon, one thing about blitzes, they really confuse offensive linemen at times, and what you have to do is lock in on the guy right in front of you. If you don't, you saw the end result. Defensive tackle ended up making the play.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. He finds his man, complete. That's Trevino. Call that a gain of 5 as the clock ticks inside of 2 minutes to go now in the third.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. It's a loss of 10 on the sack, and it leads to 4th. Back to throw. Cody. He finds his man, complete. It's Trevino. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. Facing a 4th down, they come away with 18 yards and the first down conversion. Boy, that's some kind of effort. When he caught it, I doubted if he could get there. Knew it was going to be close, but credit him. Really good effort.
How about the rack on that play, the run after catch? But most of the time we think of it as just being an open field and picking up yardage. Sometimes you have to be real physical in order to gain the yardage you need for a first down.
Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. It'll be 1st and goal when we come back. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. We're back now in KC. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4.
Here we go, set. 72 to look.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. On this day, the ground has been his, but at least on that individual play, we just saw the defense finally with a win.
Yeah, they finally got one, and that's a win for them, but all game long, he's seen the holes, and they've been...
And it's caught. Touchdown. From 10 yards out. And the Condors are closing in on a third straight victory to start the campaign.
Extra point attempt to come here. And that'll push the lead up to 29 now.
Next to score, Condors 42, Chiefs 13.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
And a nice return sets them up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
At their own 30-yard line.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. Their mini two-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat.
Excellent job pushing through tacklers that time to pick up 6.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Chambers. And he'll be brought down right at the 35-yard line.
59 yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times.
I tell you, they didn't give it to him much through the first 3 quarters, but when they have, he's been efficient. Maybe they ride him more here down the stretch.
Yeah, not sure it was actually in the game plan for him to have as few carries as he has, but it might play out really well for them now. As you noted, if they want to ride him down the stretch, he should have fresh legs.
Now Mahomes. He finds his man complete. That's Chambers. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a first.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
Now a handoff up the middle. Chambers. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. A great effort there. 31 yards.
And the Chiefs get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit.
Now Mahomes to the line as the Chiefs are going to go for the 2-point try.
The Chiefs will set up for the 2-point conversion.
Mahomes will throw for it.
And unable to connect. They don't get the 2-point conversion here.
And the officials here going to pause the game for a second. Looks like there's an injured Chief on the field.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And he takes it all the way across the 40 before going out of bounds.
Any return that gets you to midfield is a great return. 1 first down, and you're almost in field goal position.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They're looking at a 3rd straight win here if they can hold on.
And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. 2nd down.
Well, their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out because this one, it was over a long time ago.
The offense on 3rd down, they've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete.
Well, hang on now. We're going to pause here. We've got an injured player.
We'll step aside and get an update when we return to Arrowhead. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. He finds his man, complete. That's O'Brien. And now this is going to depend on the spot. And they say he's just short. So they were really trying to put the nail in the coffin there already with this lead here in the fourth, but they didn't get it.
Guaranteed, it's not going to be a fun handshake in the postgame, right? You just know that there's going to be some bad blood there. And I know if we go to the postgame press conferences, the winning coach, you know what he's going to say, why he did it? We need the points, okay? Because you never know at the end of the year if points are going to come into the tiebreaker if we're trying.
Well, Mahomes can't get away, and down he goes. Will Anderson picks up his second sack of the afternoon.
We all know he's one of the better quarterbacks in the league, but definitely not today. His team trailing by multiple touchdowns and a late sack, just a parting gift from the defense for him to take back to the locker room with him.
Up the middle they go. It's Chambers.
Now inside the 25.
And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. A big play there with now 2 fourth-quarter touchdowns.
And the Chiefs are able to cut into that deficit.
You get in a second and long situation down here in the red zone, I'd say most defensive coaches would think pass, let's bring some pressure. So this is kind of a tendency breaker here to hit him with something on the ground, and he'll take it all the way into the end zone.
The Chiefs will set up for the...
They'll look to throw. And no, it falls incomplete. So the 2-point conversion no good.
Score, Commodores 42, Chiefs 25.
So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And this one won't bounce their way. It's covered up by the hands team.
And he's going to be knocked down hard at the end of that one.
And this will probably be the final play before the 2-minute warning. Throwing to start the drive. Cody. He finds his man, complete. It's Barber. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49.
Behind the chain, 2nd and 12.
Let's go now.
Now a give, right side. Manning.
And good space to operate there as he takes this down inside the 35-yard line.
16 yards, a first down. Hate to be blunt, but it is just continuing to prove to be the case that this O-line is manhandling this D-line right now.
They deserve to roll up their sleeves and show up their biceps because they're doing exactly what you just described. Manhandling the defensive front. They've got the leverage. They're powering through, and they're controlling this game.
Well, that one hurts. That wipes away what would have been a big play.
But you and I both know coaches aren't real big on silver linings. But at least that play call was a successful one. Now the focus offensively, that goes to overcoming the penalty and making all that yardage back again.
And oh, that nearly their first pick of the game, but it falls down to the ground incomplete.
They are certainly not letting up on the pressure in this one, and oftentimes you hear this expression, all gas, no break from defenses. But in this case, it's the offense still throwing the football up big in the fourth quarter.
That one looks like he'll throw here. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage, even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
On third down, it's Manning. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. It's a gain of 5, but it'll lead to a fourth down. So they bring out their punter, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. And now a low liner. I think he mishit him. Well, pretty woeful there. Just and it's Chiefs football. 1st and 10. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive.
Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD, but unfortunately the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
Mahomes now to throw.
That's down the field. He's got Arroyo. Big strides. Look at him go.
And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown.
Elijah Arroyo.
68 yards.
And the Chiefs have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Extra point by Butker is on target.
And the lead is trimmed down to 10.
42. Chiefs 32.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And he's able to get it across the 20 to the 25-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And still 2 timeouts defensively, but even if they choose to use those, 3 kneel downs should be enough to get out of here with a victory.
And that's exactly what's being stated into the head coach's headset. Oftentimes they have a guy upstairs who monitors this at the end of the game. Little clock management 101.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball.
And the clock will now stop as a timeout is called with 5 seconds left. I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. Doesn't matter whether you've watched high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get a little greedy, try to get that extra running play in, and it can backfire on them.
Third and 9 here.
Now a handoff up the middle. Overstreet. And he'll take this for a short gain on what will prove to be the final play of this ball game.
But Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense